Hi, this is Automatic Addison here. I'm out here in the North Georgia mountains. You can see it's nice and green, beautiful here. Just enjoying some nice rest and relaxation. So let's have a talk. Everybody wants success, you know. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants to be in robotics, designing the future, building AI that changes the world, creating machines that can walk and talk and flip and cook your breakfast and maybe even break up with your girlfriend for you, you know, because let's be honest, some of you could use that feature. So it all sounds so exciting, you know, until you actually have to do the work, until you sit down to write the code and suddenly it feels like you're trying to read ancient Greek while blindfolded, until you spend 6 hours staring at a screen, debugging a program that won't run, only to realize you missed one single comma, until you finally get your robot to move, run your first test, and watch it take 2 steps before it collapses like it just got sniped from the rooftops, and until you walk into a lecture, look at the board and see equations so confusing and start wondering like if you're in the right place, if your professor is teaching robotics or trying to open a portal to another dimension. That happens a lot. And in that moment, you know, the weak will say, maybe this isn't for me. Good, okay. Leave, quit, all right? Because let me tell you something. Every single time somebody quits, that just means more opportunity for you. That's where the game is won. Not by the people who love what they do. Not by the ones who follow their passion. Like life is some kind of Hallmark movie. It isn't. It's not a bed of roses. No. Life is won by the ones who are willing to suffer through what they hate. Here's the hard truth. See, everyone wants to talk about, just do what you love. You'll never have to work a day in your life. I heard that all my life. That's a lie. You do what you love, you'll have competition everywhere. You do what you hate, you'll have no competition at all. Because nobody wants to do the hard work. And that is where the best opportunities are. You want to be successful? You want to dominate robotics? Go where people quit the fastest. That's where the funding is. That's where the opportunity is. That's where the top jobs are. That's where the elite teams, the real innovators are. That's the game changers. That's where they hang out. All the ones who didn't run from the struggle. That's where they are. And you know what? They don't feel like doing it every day either. You know, they don't just wake up excited to debug 500 lines of broken code. They don't love spending 12 hours in the lab only for the project to fail again and again and again. But they do it anyway. Why? Because they know something that 99% of people never understand. The secret to success, and I need you to hear this loud and clear. Success is not about doing what you love. Success is about doing what you hate like you love it. I'm going to say that again. Success is not about doing what you love. Success is about doing what you hate like you love it. Because if you can do that, if you can push through the pain, if you can outlast all the people who quit, you will win. Because one day, when you're the one at the top in the boardroom, when you're the one leading the projects, making the breakthroughs, getting the money, the respect, the power, when you're the one sitting in the room where the future is being designed and discussed, the same people who quit will look at you and say, wow, must be nice. And you'll look at them dead in the eye and you say, no, it must be discipline. Keep building.
Automatic Addison.